Hello my dear friends, so welcome back. Welcome to your channel Cooking Astrology. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for subscribing my channel and liking my videos, guys. Thanks a lot. So today in this video, let's try to understand planet Rahu placement in the 4th house of your astrological birth chart. And what are the kind of results that are associated with this placement? What are the positive and the negative impacts? I'm going to explain you each and everything in detail in this video. Also, I'm going to cover up the special aspects of the Rahu, because in whichever house Rahu is posited, it is going to aspect 5 places away, 7 places away and 9 places away. So first of all, you have to have basic understandings regarding the planet Rahu and regarding the 4th house in Vedic astrology. Only then we will be able to relate these two things. First, if I talk about regarding planet Rahu in Vedic astrology, Rahu represents all the globalization which you are seeing nowadays. The part of the technology, advancement in the technology, artificial intelligence, robotics, machine learning, these kind of technologies are purely based upon planet Rahu. Rahu also represents some kind of a foreign elements or some kind of a foreign land, traveling to somewhere abroad, meeting some kind of a foreign friend or stranger. So that things is also governed by Rahu. Also, Rahu represents the obsessions that are present inside you. And in whichever house and whichever sign it is posited with, it is going to tell you the obsessions inside you. Like especially in the 4th house, obsession towards the materialistic side and materialistic world. So in that way, you can connect the obsessions in your life as well. Apart from this, Rahu also represents the influence of Western culture on the Indian culture and Indian culture influence on the Western nations. Because nowadays, like foreigners, they are following the Vedic astrology and Indians, they are adopting the Western culture. So that kind of a shifting of culture, meeting of two different cultures, that thing is also connected with Rahu. Also your sharpness, cleverness which is present inside your mind, the level of curiosity, like you want to discover something new, you want something new in your life. So that thing is governed by Rahu. And on the other hand, the 4th house in Vedic astrology, it represents the conveniences. It is your sukh sthana, happiness from your life. It is seen from the 4th house. Also, 4th house represents your homeland. It represents mother, emotions of the mother. What is the kind of emotional connection that you are having with your mother? All the real estate, property, vehicles, everything is connected with your 4th house. Also, 4th house, it is the house which shows the happiness of your marriage as well. And 4th house, it is like 10th place away from the 7th house. So the profession of your spouse and life partner, that is also seen from the 4th house. So whenever planet Rahu comes in contact with the 4th house, there are two aspects of this placement. The number one aspect, it is the materialistic side. In this placement, Rahu in the 4th house, some kind of obsession towards acquiring more and more money and materialistic gains, that is going to be present inside you. And especially in the 21st century, it is a very, very good placement, let me tell you. It is a marvelous placement if you are having Rahu in the 4th house. Because Rahu placement in the 4th house, it is going to take you away from your homeland as well. With Rahu placement in the 4th house, if you are staying in your homeland, you will never be going to succeed in your life. So in order to find success, you must have to move away from your home country to some kind of a foreign land. Also with this kind of a Rahu placement, here somewhere Rahu's energy in the 4th house, it is going to take you away from your home country to some kind of a foreign lands as well. Because with its 9th aspect, Rahu is aspecting your 12th house of the foreign countries as well. And especially if the 4th house lord, it is not well posited, like it is debilitated or it is posited in the 12th house, then it is a sure combination. Like you will move away from your home country to some kind of a foreign land or foreign country. Also, especially if the 4th house lord, it is very well dignified, like exalted in its own sign, and then it is posited in the 12th house, then it symbolizes like you are going to acquire a lot of property in the foreign lands as well. Any kind of a business related to real estate and that kind of a thing, that thing is also going to be very favorable for you. But the second difficult part comes into play because Ketu is posited in your 10th house. And 10th house, it is the house of your career. So that is why these individuals, they will face a lot of ups and downs in their career environment as well. Because Ketu represents some kind of a detachment, and 10th house of the career, it means the career life is not very stable. I have seen lot of astrological birth charts with Ketu placement in the 10th house. These individuals, they initially they start something, then they fed up from that thing because of the non-satisfaction. Because Ketu in the 10th house, it is going to give you non-satisfaction, and Rahu in the 4th house, it is also going to give you the non-satisfaction. So that is a very tug of war kind of a situation, and it is very difficult to handle, especially Rahu and Ketu placement in the 4th and 10th axis. Apart from this, here Rahu is aspecting your 8th house as well. 8th house of sudden ups and downs in your life. So that is why the life of the native, it is not going to be very stable. Suppose you are doing a job at some place, your Ketu is posited in the 10th house. At some point in your life, it shows some kind of a breakage in your career environment as well. Like it is not like you work in a company for the complete 30 to 40 years. Ketu in the 10th house, it is going to show like you are working 4 years in that career environment, again shifting something new you are doing, again shifting to the new workplace. So that is why the 5th aspect in the 8th house of the Rahu, it is going to give you a lot of sudden ups and downs as well. Also, Rahu is aspecting the 10th house of the career as well. So that kind of obsessions towards acquiring the topmost positions in any organization, that thing is also somewhere present inside these individuals. Apart from this, Rahu placement in the 4th house, it is very good if you especially want to do something of your own. Because with this placement, I sincerely advise you to start something of your own. It is not possible with Ketu placement in the 10th house to find satisfaction. Suppose you become the vice president of some company, or like you reach to the top level position like CEO and chief executive as well. Still, you are not be able to find that kind of a satisfaction. Because Rahu is always giving you that kind of a non-satisfaction in your life. Although the materialistic gains that are going to be present in your life, you are going to acquire a lot of money, like materialistic gains, name, fame, recognition as well. But the difficulty lies in the satisfaction part, and that is why something it is absent from your life. Also the 4th house, it is the, as I told you, it is the happiness of your married life as well. So Rahu placement in the 4th house, it is going to give you very materialistic kind of a wife. Your spouse or life partner, he or she, her nature is going to be more of a materialistic nature, like who want to acquire money and monetary gains. Rather than focusing on the relationship aspect as well, Rahu malefics in the 4th house, it is not considered good in Vedic astrology. But especially in the 21st century, only the money perspective is very good. Apart from this, the happiness part, happiness or the satisfaction from your family life, that thing is somewhere absent with this kind of a placement. Also 4th house represents your mother as well. So with these kind of a placement, somewhere the support from the mother, that is also not fully present in your life. Because Rahu is a very weird kind of a planet, and in the 4th house, it is not going to give you that kind of a motherly nourishment in your childhood days from your mother as well. So that is why it is quite a difficult placement. But if you are after money, acquiring name, fame, recognition, it is a very good thing. But believe me guys, marriage life, it is not going to be very cordial. I have seen many charts. So this placement, it is going to be very tough as well. Also, one more thing you want to understand here. Rahu and Ketu, they act as a, like, not as a, like, different planet. They act as a single entity. On one hand, their Rahu is pulling you towards the materialistic side, and Ketu is asking you to please go to the spiritual side. So these individuals at some point in their life, while acquiring lot of money, they will understand the true picture. Like, I must have to give some time to planet Ketu as well. That is my spiritual aspect, and that is also very important. And that is why they feel completely lost in their life as well. Because the balance, they will not be able to make that kind of a proper balance in the 4th and the especially 10th axis. It is a very challenging placement if you are having this placement. As I told you, to start something of your own, or like any kind of entrepreneurship, it is going to be good for you. But never ever go into the field of a job like and these kind of a situations. This is not going to work. Any kind of a independent and self-employment is also going to be very good. Also, this placement is going to give you a lot of health related issues as well. especially the health related issues with your stomach, with like indigestion of food, constipation, and these kind of situations are closely associated with this placement. Because Rahu in the fourth house, it is not going to give you a lot of very cordial health as well. So you might have to look after that aspect of your life as well. That is also very, very important. And try to do at least meditation for 15 to 20 minutes to reconnect with yourself. Because with these two placements, if your ascendant lord, that also plays a vital role. Because if ascendant lord is strong, then it means the ascendant is going to control that thing as well, Rahu and Ketu. Also, like especially if some benefic and malefic planets that are posited in Rahu and Ketu axis, so that is going to change the whole scenario as well. That is why it is very important to understand Vedic astrology in the proper way. Because malefic planets along with Rahu, it is not a good placement, especially for the relationship aspect. For the money aspect, it is very, very good. But if Jupiter is aspecting the planet Rahu as well, it means some kind of a relief in the relationship aspect that is also seen in your life. So that's it guys from my side in this video. I hope you like the analysis. If you have any queries regarding your Rahu placement, do contact me at my mail ID. Any other marriage, career consultation, spiritual consultation, do let me know. I will respond you back within 48 hours after receiving your email. So till then, please subscribe my channel below and make sure to follow me on Instagram as well, where I post a lot of stuff related to Vedic astrology. Till then, take care of yourself. I will meet you very, very soon in the next video.